Thanks so much to Aqara for sponsoring this video. My name's Eric Welander. Welcome to my channel. Today, let's talk about holiday gifts, and I have some great smart home ideas that might work well for someone on your list. But first, you're probably wondering why I have my arm in a sling. Well, I had a nasty fall yesterday, and in trying to break that fall, I dislocated my shoulder. So for those of you who complain about my gesturing on these videos, well, you get 50% less this week. So now, when I made this list of suggestions, of course, the most important criteria is whether it fits the budget of how much you want to spend to give that person. But also you want to think about if it works with all of the different smart home platforms. I think it's good if you're giving someone else a gift. You might be really into Apple HomeKit, but maybe they aren't. And so I think it's good to get gifts that work with a lot of different smart home platforms. So it gives them the flexibility. Maybe they'll get into Apple HomeKit, maybe something else. And of course, Black Friday is just around the corner. So be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you want to hear about deals and sales on different smart home products. I'll definitely be sharing those on Black Friday. And so I'm going to order this list from the most expensive to the least expensive. So if you're really into impressing either yourself as a gift to yourself or someone else, I think the Sonos 5 is an excellent gift. I have the previous generation, the Play 5, and before that I had a Sonos S5, which is their initial version of that size of speaker, and they all sound phenomenal. Sonos does a really great job in this speaker size, and I think that it sounds better than even a full-size HomePod. And you can use it, of course, with Sonos's music system, which integrates with pretty much any music streaming service out there. But if you're more on the Apple side of things, it works with Apple AirPlay 2, so you can use it within HomeKit and your Apple ecosystem as one of the speakers in multi-room audio. And of course, if you really want to go all out, you can get a stereo pair of Sonos 5s, and I haven't heard that, but I imagine it would sound amazing because just one of these speakers on its own is great for room-filling sound. Going down less expensive than that, the Sonos Roam is a great option for $180. I reviewed this earlier this year on my channel. I think it's a really nice Bluetooth speaker that also works with Sonos's app and controlling that, and then also works with Apple's AirPlay 2. So it's one of the few wireless AirPlay 2 speakers. I mean, some people around the internet have been talking about you can get like a battery mount for a HomePod Mini, but I think that this is probably a more elegant, purpose-built solution for that kind of concept of you're taking it around. The Sonos Roam is a little more rugged than a HomePod Mini in a battery case would be. It's $180, so it's not cheap, and it's definitely premium price for a Bluetooth speaker, but I think it's one of the best options you can get out there in this kind of category. Now moving down to $99, we have a number of products in this list. First is the Lutron Cassetta Starter Kit. So Lutron sells a variety of starter kits. I'm thinking in this case, the 3-way dimmer set that comes with a dimmer switch and then the Pico remote, as well as the most important Lutron hub that connects your network. Again, whoever you're giving this gift to needs to be comfortable with opening up their walls and installing light switches, or maybe you can help them with that. But Lutron is my pick for smart switches that go in the wall. I think then getting someone else a starter kit is a great way to get them into using this kind of lighting. Now we'll get to more products in the $99 price range, but first, thanks so much to Aqara for sponsoring this video. I use Aqara buttons, sensors, cameras, and hubs in my home, and I really like their smart switches that are 2-paddled, and they also make a version that doesn't require a neutral wire, which is really nice if you live in an older home here in North America. Now, Aqara also has a fantastic range of cameras, and just yesterday as this video posts, they launched their new G3 camera here in the United States. I've been using this for a couple weeks here, and I'm really impressed with the picture quality of the video. And like Aqara's G2H camera, you can use the G3 as a hub for all of their sensors. So let's say you're thinking about getting someone a gift, you can get them, let's say, an Aqara G3 camera, and then add on for $20 a piece some extra motion sensors or door sensors. Aqara also makes a vibration sensor which can be automated in some really cool ways. So a great platform. And while I use Aqara with Apple HomeKit, it also works with other smart home ecosystems as well. And I know Aqara has some sales coming up on a lot of their products, including their new G3 camera. So check out the description for links to that specific to your country. Now, if this person on your list doesn't own their home, or maybe they're not as into opening up and changing light switches in their wall, a Philips Hue starter kit is also great for $99 as well. There's a variety of different configurations configurations of these, and you can get a number of smart bulbs. The one I was looking at had a number of smart bulbs as well as a Hue button, and you can use that as a physical control for the lights. And of course it comes with the Philips Hue hub, and that's the key part for Philips Hue that you need to work with Apple HomeKit. Certain lights of Philips Hues do work without a hub with other ecosystems, but keep in mind you want to get, if you want them to have the option of using Apple HomeKit, which you probably do, then you'll need to get them one of the starter kits that also includes a hub. Now, this is a little bit of an Apple specific gift, but I still think it's really good for a lot of people, even if they just have an iPhone, which is a HomePod Mini. It makes for a great speaker around the home, and then they have access to all the things they might use Siri for on their phone, but just anywhere in the room. And let me tell you, when I've had my shoulder in a sling like this the past day, it's been so nice to be able to talk to Siri in the air and change lights and different scenes and music and all of the above. It's just all that work to build up a smart home over time really pays off in cases like this. And this is also a great option, like if you're getting me a gift or the Apple person in your life who you think has everything. An Apple lover can never have too many HomePod Minis. So you're never gonna be like, oh, they already have one. It'll always be a nice benefit to get yet another HomePod Mini. Now, moving down to $79, the Elgato Stream Deck is a really great option to hook up to a Mac or PC for controlling all kinds of stuff on your computer. Like I've been starting to use mine more regularly here with my Mac as I work for things like a zoom, mute, and unmute button. And then just running on the Mac, of course, shortcuts. And I have some cool ways I've done that to control my office lighting and just smart home in general. So I'll be making a video on that coming up very soon on this channel, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss that. But you can get a Stream Deck with just a few buttons on it. It's 6 buttons total for $79. Now I use one that has a few more buttons for $150, so there's that out there, but it works with Mac or PC. And I think whether the person you're getting a gift for maybe loves to play games or just loves to, of course, sit on Zoom all day and be in meetings, it is a nice tool to just quickly control things on your Mac or PC. And especially for me, I love it with the Mac now that it works with Apple's shortcuts. And there's some tricks to get that to work that I'll share in my upcoming video. Now, moving down to $49, I think the best light strip I saw this year in 2021 was the Nanoleaf Essentials light strip. Now, there's a lot of good competition out there in this category. OnViz has some really cool lights with their Chameleon series. Nanoleaf just has a great range of brightness levels and colors, and it just seems to be really good quality lighting from that perspective. And it also supports Thread, so it can join your Thread network and work with Apple HomeKit, but it also works with the other smart home ecosystems as well, except with Amazon Alexa. And if this person happens to have other Nanoleaf lights, like let's say some Essentials light bulbs or some different wall lighting, those can also integrate via the Nanoleaf app with the light strip. So it just adds to maybe their existing setup. Or of course it works great on its own. I love having mine right behind my desk just to add this little bit of glow. Now again at $50, but there's also an option for it to be $40, the Eufy Pan and Tilt camera series. Now Eufy makes some really great cameras at a variety of different price ranges. I like their Pan and Tilt series because you can move the camera around remotely using the Eufy app. And of course you can use video surveillance with the Eufy app. You can also hook it up to Apple's HomeKit secure video platform. So this camera sells for $50 for the 2K version and then $40 for the 1080p version. And I have the 1080p version. I've been using it for a while and it works great. I love that you can move the camera around up and down with the Eufy app, and you can also use the Eufy app for monitoring, or you can connect it with Apple's HomeKit secure video. Now the nice part about this camera compared to other Eufy cameras is it doesn't require a hub. You just plug it in and it works on Wi-Fi. It's meant to go indoors, and maybe it's not the absolute best image quality compared to some more expensive cameras, but it still works and provides decent image quality. Another benefit is that you can use a micro SD card in it to record 24/7 recording locally. So I know a lot of people don't like camera settings like with Eufy or HomeKit where it'll just record clips that it detects. With this Eufy camera, you can get 24/7 local recording to an SD card, which then you can go back and check if there's some kind of incident. Now, the next gift at $29 is an Apple AirTag. I think these are really nice to be able to attach to all kinds of other things, just slip it into a bag. You don't even need like an extra case or anything for it. Just put it in a pocket of a bag or something, and then you're able to find where you put that bag. I talked about on Instagram earlier this year that there's a number of these Apple TV remote covers that have a spot for the AirTag, like from Ilago. And again, it's another gift for maybe the Apple lovers in your life. You can never have too many AirTags, or at least I think Apple lets you have up to like 16. So getting someone an extra AirTag, even if they already have some, I think they can find a good use for it. Now, another great gift in the $30-ish price category, and sometimes a lot less, and it's not as much smart home tech related, but is an Anker power adapter. I find that Anker makes a lot of really good USB-C power adapters, and these days a lot of phones and other electronics aren't coming with these power adapters in the box, but there's been so many improvements with higher power output and with these GaN chargers, gallium nitride chargers, that are so much smaller as well, so you get more speed of charging in a smaller charger. And it's again something that people can never have enough of. Now, I mentioned a number of videos coming up here on the channel, so be sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss those, and be sure to follow me over on Instagram or Twitter if you want to find out about the latest deals in smart home tech and just my general opinions on smart home tech and tech news in general. And maybe you're trying to get a gift for someone who rents an apartment and is really interested in getting into Apple HomeKit like you are. So for that, I have a video linked on the screen about smart home tech for renters that I did recently. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.